In this video, I'm going to show you how to get so incredibly rich that you actually start questioning the meaning of money. So let me take you behind the scenes and tell you what my step-by-step guide is of what I would do from start to finish if I had to get rich again. The first thing is you have to make a shift in your mental model. But believe it or not, the current mental model that you have, let me make sure the car's locked. It doesn't need to be locked because we're in Dubai. The first shift that you have to make is in your mental model, because 99.9% of the time, the thing that's keeping you broke is the current mental model that you have adopted. And most of us don't realize it. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to become really self-aware of what your current beliefs are. And a really good exercise to do is to write down everything that you essentially believe. Now, I'll give you a perfect example. The beliefs that we hold about money. Starting out, when I was young, I was always told things like, don't chase money, chasing money isn't good, evil people chase money, and there's more to life than just money. And these beliefs for a very long time kept me broke. So what I had to do first and foremost is write down a list of these beliefs. And then I had to write down where I've adopted these beliefs from. Was it friends? Was it family? Was it my parents? Was it my uncle? Was it people around me? And once I got really hyper specific on what my beliefs were and where I adopted these beliefs from, it helped me understand what my current set of beliefs were. And then it helped me realize the new set of beliefs that I needed to adopt in order to start making money. So I'll give you an example of a few beliefs that were keeping me broke at the time. I used to believe money was scarce. If someone else was making a lot of money, that they would automatically be a lot less for me. Or the second one is sales was bad. Going out there and selling people isn't a good thing. You shouldn't ask people for money. So when I was young, my parents, would tell me, don't take money from this person, even though it was like a birthday gift. And that made me a very poor receiver. Now, if you realize rich people that make a lot of money are very good at receiving money. But when we're told at a young age, oh, don't take money from this person, don't ask for money, it's not good to do that, it hinders your ability. So when you're on a sales call, later on, early on inside of my journey, when I would go out there and ask prospects for a large sum of money, I'd feel very awkward doing it. And I couldn't figure out what it was. No matter how much sales training or whatever I went through, I would always have this little core belief just keeping me stuck. It would make me a very bad salesperson. And as a result, I found it very hard to make a lot of money. Now, when I started to analyze my set of beliefs, I started to realize that's one belief that's keeping me poor. So I started to change that belief and realize that, hang on a sec, that belief is keeping me poor. I need to adopt these new set of beliefs. A, money's abundant. There's no shortage of money in this world. And that's what I like about being in Dubai, because we're in the marina right now and you see millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of yachts parked outside billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of apartments, building blocks, and needless to say, millions of dollars worth of cars. So there's no shortage of money, because if there was a shortage of money, there wouldn't be this many empty yachts sitting there. Half of these yachts don't even get sailed. Half of them just sit here, collect dust, get washed every day. So if there's that level of abundance in the world, there's no shortage of money for you. So that's an example of one of the beliefs I had to adopt. So the first thing that's going to allow you to get unbelievably rich to the point where you become unrecognizable to your peers, to your family members, it's changing your belief systems and the mental model that's keeping you poor. The second one, breaking down a consistent, clear and concise plan of action. I don't know who it was, I think it was Brian Tracy, but he broke down this model called SMART goals. I forgot what the S stands for, okay, don't quote me on it. I'm not the most school educated person, but the M is for measurable, the A is for actionable, the R is for relevant, and the T is to set a clear timeline. And that's good enough, right? SMART goals. But the point of the matter is, most people set goals. Most people say, oh, I want to be rich, I want to be healthy, I want to be in shape, but they don't actually have an actionable plan to make that into reality. So what I mean is, nobody sets a clear deadline on how they want to be rich, right? Or how long it's going to take them to achieve that goal. Most people say, oh, I just want to be rich now. But that's not measurable. That's not actionable. It's not tangible. You don't have anything associated to that. You have to work in stages, and you have to understand that, you got to figure out what the big goal is that you're working towards, reverse engineer it every step of the way, right? Figure out what is one little thing that you can do today that's going to help you get a step closer towards that goal. So I'd say this is the second thing. It's setting clear, defined goals and using that to work on every single thing that you do in the day. So I'll give you an example. Right now, one of my goals is to scale from about $100,000 a month to $500,000 a month in my business. If I just set that goal and I say, oh, that's what I want to do, it's never going to happen. But if I get very clear on the fact that, look, our current price points in the business are like $10,000 or $15,000, we need to raise them to $50,000 per client, and then identify what specifically needs to happen in order for that to take place. Who do I need to hire? What dates do I need to hire them by? How do I need to train that staff? How do I sell them on the core vision of my company? These are like specific, tangible things that I can now work on every single day that's going to make that goal that doesn't yet exist a reality. And that's how I've pretty much achieved every single goal I've ever set my mind to up until this date. Number 3, take relentless action. And if it means that you have to pay for accountability, pay for accountability. The reason most people don't do stuff, and everybody knows what they need to do, the reason most people don't do it is because they don't have any accountability. And this is why I constantly invest a lot of money into myself, because think about it like this. If you go out there and somebody told you, here's exactly what you need to eat to lose weight, here's exactly how many times a day you need to train in the gym, here's the exact step-by-step workout plan that you need to follow, and you gave it to 10 people, maybe 1, maybe 2 out of those 10 people would actually complete that goal. But why is it the other 8 or 9 wouldn't? It's because they have no accountability. But if you charge every single one of them $10,000 each for that same workout plan, that same fitness plan, and if they don't execute within 30 days, you're going to charge them another $10,000 as a penalty, how many more people would execute it? Maybe 9 out of 10? Why does the action threshold go so much higher when there's money involved? It's because money is associated to physical pain. And the reason money is associated to physical pain is because most people have to work hard, which is not an enjoyable process. So when you associate a level of money to a specific problem that you want to experience, look at that Ferrari. On the topic of money, see a Ferrari. But when you associate a specific amount of money that you know you work hard for, then you will do whatever it takes to make sure that you achieve the thing that you set your mind to. And that's why accountability is important. That's why so many people invest into coaches, mentors. That's why some of the most successful people in the world have coaching and mentorship and stuff like that. So with that being said, those are the 3 things that if you implement starting today, in 6 months, you'll be unrecognizable. In 12 months, you'll be a completely different person. In 5 years, you're going to look back at this exact YouTube video and thank yourself for not just watching it, but taking action. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, smash that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one.